Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, and feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin on our backs and come into a savasana type position. Go ahead and spread out. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. And begin to slow down your breath. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching out long through your arms and legs, reaching through your fingers and your toes. And then interlace your fingers and press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give your knee a good squeeze in. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. And then bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the right and straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in a twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, and the fingers and toes can reach away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten this leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And then bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the left and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal, fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock. And then let's drop the feet to the floor, getting set up for some core work. Start by drawing the belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head, and then exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. up and down, up and down. Let's take 2 more. Last one. And release down. Now bring your right knee in and your left elbow across. Extend the right leg really long and then bring it back in. Reach out. Knee in. Reach out. Knee in. Reach out. In. Stretch long. One more. Same thing other side. Left knee in, right elbow across, and then reach it out long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. In and out. Let's take one more. And then take both legs up. Outwardly rotate the legs and then bring one leg in front of the other and switch back and forth quickly as you slowly lower your legs towards the floor. When it gets difficult to keep the lower back on the floor, head back up. We'll lower and lift slowly. Quick little switches. One more, lower and lift. And then release. Bring your knees in, little circle. And then if it feels okay to do so, let's take a couple rock and rolls on the length of the spine. Rock your knees to your chest, roll up to sitting. If this does not feel right for you, don't do it. You could use this momentum to bring your hands to the floor in front of you, maybe even getting a little hover through the hips, maybe even through the ankles. And then use this momentum to step or hop your feet back, finding your way to a high push-up, however you get there. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up, and then come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as feels right for you. Might be a little baby cobra. Could be coming up higher. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Pedal out the feet a little bit, bending one knee. As you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. And then drop your knees to the floor. Let's sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take any movement here, any arm position. And then bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. You can step up to the front of the mat, Coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. And let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please move at your pace, taking the time you need for everything you do. And then rest in a good resting pose for you. So that might be down dog. Could also come back to child's pose or sitting or onto your forearms or knees. One more deep breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up, bend your knee in, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in, sink low. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath here. Release optional handstand swings. So if you'd like, place your hands flat, swing that left leg up and down, getting a little air time. Left foot. You can do as many or as few of these as you like, including none. Eventually, find your way back to down dog. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bend to left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. And bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in. Last breath. Tip forward. Standing splits. Let your head release, let the neck release. Stretch that right leg long. One more breath. Step back. Warrior one. Last breath here. Release optional handstand swings. Feeling whatever you are choosing to do. Letting it be like it is. Eventually making your way back to a good rest. Whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head lifts high, shoulders low, fingers high. Feel everything that's going up and down at once. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. You can modify or adjust in any way. Coming into your full expression, using what you know, what you're able to do, and then feel how that is here now. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Release through your movement transition. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Square off the hips. Connect the end points, head to right foot, reaching away from one another. One more breath. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition. Back to your rest. Coming back to ease. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, 1 breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling. Reverse warrior 2. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Start to open your top arm back behind you and tuck your arm behind your back. You might even creep your left hand around to the right inner thigh. If you want to work a little core strength, you could extend right arm forward, following the line of your torso. Bend the front leg, half bound, extended side angle. If you'd like to take a full bind, you could also reach the right arm underneath for the left hand behind you. One more breath here. Release hands to the floor, step up, half moon, Arda, Chandrasana, open up through the left hip. When you're ready, extend left arm high. Let's come to revolved half moon. If you want, you can try to square off hips as you lift the right arm, lower the left arm, and then keep going with the upper body until left hand is on the floor or a block, right arm high, going towards straight long lines. One more breath here. Short step back. Let's come through pyramid and get set up for a revolve triangle. So your left hand can be on your foot, your ankle, a block, or the floor. And it could be directly on the inside or outside of that front leg. You might start with your right hand on your sacrum, feeling for the hips being square. Draw the right hip back, and then when you're ready, extend right arm high. Last breath here. Let's release both hands to the floor on the outside of that front leg. You can walk your hands over to the side. You might come off your mat a little bit. So this is an optional transition through scissors pose. If you bend the right leg, you might be able to get your left elbow all the way to the outside, then possibly shift your weight into your arms, possibly lift one or both legs. Breathing wherever you are. You can step or flip or hop out of it. Coming through a vinyasa. Walk back onto your mat. Catching your breath. Same thing, other side. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. arms up. Warrior 3, one breath, come in. Step right back to Warrior 1. Open out, Warrior 2. Settle in, slow down. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Open the top arm, tuck it behind your back, half bound triangle. Maybe extending bottom arm forward. One more breath here. Release, bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. If you did try a full bind on the other side, you can go ahead and do that again. Last breath. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Arda Chandrasana. Expanding past the ends, past the fingers, the head, the toes or heels. Try lifting the left arm as you lower the right arm, squaring off hips. Revolved half moon. And you're going towards straight long lines. They may not be straight, it's okay. Try and connect the top hand to the bottom hand, that top foot to the head. Last breath here. Release, step back, setting up for Revolve Triangle through pyramid. Right hand can come to your foot, your ankle, block, or the floor. Left hand can start at the lower back, squaring hips off, extending left arm high. One more breath. Release both hands to the outside. You can walk over, coming off your mat a little bit. Bend the front leg, elbow to the outside of your leg, possibly shifting your weight into your hands. You stop wherever it makes sense for you to stop. Be where you are and feel what you are doing. If you were in scissors pose, you can make your way back to down dog. However you get there. And then back to a good rest. Letting go of all of that. Let's come all the way through to sitting. Extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back. And then bring your right leg up, cradling the right lower leg. As you do this, sit tall. You can bring your right knee a little further out to the right. And then take the right ankle to half lotus, if that's a pose that works for you. If it's not, you could instead do Chandrasana, sole the foot to the inner thigh. If you are trying half lotus, you might also try for a bind, right arm around behind your back for the inner elbow, or possibly even grabbing your big toe. You could also use a strap. And then fold whatever amount. Left hand might hold the foot, or a strap, or hand on the floor. So you're finding your way, meeting your edges where they are. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release the arms. Let's bend the left leg just enough so the heel is in line with your midline, big open angle. Right leg is as it was, so Chandrasana or half lotus. And then we'll fold whatever amount we're able here. So it could be just a slight lean, or you might come as low as you're able towards the floor. Let's bring the upper body back up. Keep the legs as they are. Lean back and then lift the legs off the floor. So we're going to try and reach the right knee away from us and the left toe towards your nose. Keep reaching it as far as you can. You could try and take this leg into half lotus. Even trying is working all the muscles. This is in preparation for trying to get into lotus without the arms. If you know you could get there, if you used your arms, you can go ahead and bring it. Don't force anything. And then we're going to lift up. So you might be in half lotus, you might be in full lotus, you might be cross-legged, whatever you are, hands to the floor, and we're going to try and lift the hips off the floor. So it might be just trying, and they don't go, it's okay. So getting as much of a lift as you're able, 5 slow breaths. Release down. Okay, we're gonna get ready for the other side. You could just undo the legs, have a little ankle circle or rub, or try a Lotus Vinyasa. So for the Lotus Vinyasa, we're gonna shift weight forward. Don't do anything that hurts you. Elbows are going in as close towards the pubic bone as you're able, so you can see about possibly lifting the legs. Extend them out. Find your way to down dog. Taking any movement as you go. And then all the way through to sitting. Same thing, other side. Left lower leg comes up. Cradling the lower leg, little rock. Sitting up tall, coming towards the fronts of the sit bones. And, you know, if you've made it this far, this is a pretty advanced practice. And in an advanced practice, you do not need to be able to do all the things. Hopefully, if you are in an advanced practice, you have the skill to know what to do and what to skip so that you don't hurt yourself. So please don't hurt yourself. You're going to open the knee out to the left a little bit more. And then come into half lotus, or if you know half lotus is not a good idea for your body, come into Chandrasana. Don't force anything. You might take a bind. You might use some straps to help you with your bind. Take what part of this works for you. Not everything works for everybody. And as we get more skillful, we learn what does work for me right now. We're all in that process, figuring it out, skipping things that don't work, changing things. And the real work is letting it be as it is. So as you go towards your edge, meet it with grace. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release the arms. Let's bend the right knee just enough so you're at a big open angle. We'll fold forward, whatever amount. Bring the upper body back up, lean back, reach your left knee away, your right toe to your nose as close as you can. And then you might try to come into half lotus or full lotus. If you know you could do it with the use of your arms, you can also use your arms. Let's lift up again. We'll try 25 rapid inhales and exhales through the nose, nice and quick. So again, you are attempting to lift. You may or may not have actual space between your hips and the floor. If you're trying to lift, you're using all the same muscles. Okay, 25 breaths. Okay, you can unwind. You can try that Lotus Vinyasa again. Elbows in towards the pubic bone. Finding your way through any movement, all the way back onto your back. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. Let's set up for a couple back bends. We'll start with bridge, and then you can take it where you like from there. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down to lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. One more breath. Take your arms out of your way, roll down. Rest. A couple deep breaths here. You can rest until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, take the same thing again, or any other back bend. If you want to try half wheel or full wheel or a different arm or leg variation, go ahead and do what feels right. Stay as long or short as you like. When the pose feels complete, come down and rest. If you want to come up again, come up again. And you can just repeat that process until you are finished. If you have more back bends in you, keep going. There's no rush. If you are done, you can move on to a counter stretch, happy baby. We are moving towards the end of class. I'd like to give you time to get in whatever last pose you're hoping for, maybe an inversion, maybe a restorative pose. Just listening to your body. Whatever you're doing, feeling it, giving it the time it needs. each time you finish, just ask again, what's needed now? And when nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable in your final rest. If you want to put on extra layers or adjust your clothing or grab any props, take your time. Eventually settling into stillness. Letting go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. And you can let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. Oh, that felt good. please reach out if you have any requests for future offerings.